What it be, y'all? Rezin 47 here again, and this is a video idea I've had for a long time at this point, and it's gonna be my top 20 favorite album covers of all time. Now, this was a very hard list to make, as you would imagine, but I had to make it harder on myself too with that because I limited this to just one album, one artist. So, without wasting more time, we'll get into number 20. Its most recent album release on here. Riggs and Future Wave, Substance Abuse. Shouts to homie Mike for putting me onto this album. When it came out, he was constantly talking about it. So I had to see what was up with this. I'll go through the actual artwork really quick. Yeah, this is the album that won me over with the cloth. I've already been a Future Wave fan before this. I love his dirty boom bap style production, and this cover right here was done by Chris B. Murray. I love it. I love the color choices he used, like the blue and the purple goes really nice together. Then you got the dude on the bench sitting in the rain with the earphones ejected into his veins. Plays perfectly with the title Substance Abuse. And you got some records on the ground like Mooch Boss Sauce, Eastland Eastwood, Danielson Bite the Bullet, Riggs, Roach Gutter Slums. So yeah, I mean, it's one of my favorite albums of this decade so far. You got the intro Basura, Sheridan Grapes, halfway into the future with Eastland Eastwood. My favorite track, Dream featuring Mooch. The fucking bass line on that is devastating. And you got Bites Behind Mojos, that has a really dope beat. Study the Champ with Vinny Paz, Danielson and Mooch. Buckshot BB with Rod Gates, that's Sard. Break Lights, Embers. If you want to get into Riggs, start with this album. If you want to get into Future Wave, I'll say start with this album. Riggs and Future Wave, Substance Abuse, 2020. Number 19, I'll say my number 19, one of the most slept on albums in hip hop right here. Should be talked about with like the big name albums, I'll say. Rascal, Soul and Ice, 1996. This was done by B+. You got Rascal sitting in a jail cell with the fisheye effect, with the blue lighting, and like the red and like artist font. Set the tone of the album perfectly, as all the covers on these lists does. That's a really cool booklet right here too. So this is a West Coast rap album, but it has like a real East Coast spirit. With like a dirty, dark boom bap production. Rascal's lyrics are very focused on wordplay and punchlines. With songs like On Earth As It Is, Realism, Nature of the Threat, one of the best storytelling tracks you can find, etc. Evil That Men Do, very dark, personal life story right there. If Then, Soul and Ice, Ordered Out of Chaos, really dark outro song. You know, my favorite albums of all time right here. I'm pretty sure every hip hop head knows about this shit already. Rascal, Soul on Ice from 1996. Next up at number 18. Some people might think this is too low on the list. This is a hard list to make as it is. And some people are going to get their pants twisted about where some of these are ranked. But number 18 is the Jizza Liquid Swords. Illustrated by Dennis Cohen's, founder of DC Comics. It's iconic, Jizza slashing someone's throat with the liquid swords. And then in the background, you got dude's chest boxing on the chessboard. One dude's got like a ball and chain over his head, bleeding out on it. And you got like this spacey, like red night sky and shit. Sets the tone of the album perfectly, as like I've said before. And then you got the chakras on the back, which is like randomized, so it tells a story. But if you get into the booklet, it has it listed out the right way. So you got Liquid Swords, the title track, Duel the Iron Mike with Old Dirty Bastard, Master Kill, and Inspector Deck. That's my favorite fucking song on the album. My favorite hip hop beat of all time. RZA just fucking insane on that, dude. Then you got like Living in the World Today, Cold World with Inspector Deck, Labels, Fourth Chamber. Fuck, that's shit like that. Rip, the guitar on that song is heavy as fuck. Got RZA, Ghostface Killer, and Killer Priest on that. Shadow Boxing with Method Man. Killer Priest Killer Hills 10304. The underdog track on this album to me, Swordsman. I Got Your Back, based on instructions before leaving Earth. Some of my top 5 albums of all time. This should be in the Library of Congress right here. Jizza Liquid Swords, 1995. Then number 17, this is going to be the first rock/metal album up on the list. Korn, self-titled, 1994. Been playing this album a lot lately, so this definitely was going to qualify on the list. Got this girl on the swing right here, looking up, and this guy's like praying on her. You can see their shadows. The way the girl's shadow lines up with the band logo, it looks like she's hanging off of it. It's crazy. And I just love like the lighting or like the filter they use for this. It's like really it's like really grainy and shit, and you can really feel like the sweltering heat of the sun when you look at this cover. So that's dope. And then they get it back. No one's on the swing, so it's like a before and after thing with the front and back. This is definitely my favorite Korn album. It's one of my top 5 favorite rock metal albums of all time as well. What's this album like? This album spawned nu metal, and it's the best nu metal album by fucking light years. You got Blind, Ball Tongue, Need To, Clown, Divine, Faggot. I can really relate to that song, being picked on for being different. Shoots and Ladders. My favorite on the album, Fake. That's my favorite Korn song. Along with that, Helmet in the Bush, the closing track, it's probably the darkest song of all time. Daddy. It's number 17, Korn, self-titled, 1994. I wish I could put that higher, honestly. Now we're up to number 16. So 1995 also. Fuck, I forgot to fucking touch base on the Korn album. This one right here, the idea for this was created by Monkey, and then the picture itself was taken by Steven Sickler, and the girl on the swing is Justin Ferreira. Now going back to number 16, Cypress Hill, 3 Temples of Boom, 1995. This was illustrated by Jamie Collier, if that's how you pronounce it, Collier. This is my favorite Cypress Hill album. There's no second guessing that one. And I don't know about the rest of y'all, but my own copy, it comes in like a 2-disc jewel case. I don't think that's how it's supposed to be. I haven't seen that like that anywhere else. But this is like DJ Muggs' best production on any individual album. It's so dark and so dirty, and the production just feel like it's a hip hop horror movie. And Cypress Hill's lyrics are also at their darkest. Spark Another Owl, Throw Your Set in the Air, Stone Raiders, Illusions, Killer Hill, which is produced by RZA actually. Boom Biddy Bye Bye is my favorite Cypress Hill song, and the album that I got into this album through. No Rest for the Wicked. I mean, fucking merciless diss towards Ice Cube right there. California, I love the beat for there. Lakota's great storytelling. Red Light Vision, strictly hip hop, Let It Rain. One of my favorite albums of all time right here. And I love the album cover with a monk sitting on the bridge that goes up to the temple, and like the dark blue greenish color in it. It goes well with the album sound, and I love looking at it while I listen to that album. So next up is number 15. Let's see here. Number 15 is Slayer, Rain and Blood. This was painted by Larry W. Carroll, and it's pretty much his idea of what hell looks like. And that's pretty accurate. Like, you got like the fucking blood ocean, body of water. This is the 2007 reissue that comes with the bonus tracks Aggressive Perfector and the Criminally Insane remix. So, yeah, this is the album that got me into thrash metal. It's my favorite Slayer album. What's on here, man? Like, Angel of Death, that's my favorite Slayer song. Piece by Piece, Necrophobic, Altar of Sacrifice, Criminally Insane, Epidemic, Postmortem, Rain and Blood. and even Aggressive Perfector. I love this album. It's one of the best albums ever made, one of the most important albums in music history. Slayer, Rain and Blood, 1986. Number 14 now. Jay Where the Damage of the Sun Rises in the East, 1994. This was captured by the legend Danny Hastings. And there's a track that's right there. This folds out to like the full image. And it's J. Rue chilling by the World Trade Center, which is burning up. And the sky of NYC is on fire. This is like a allusion to like that World Trade Center bombing from 93. Which even then, this had to put the fear of God in some people. And this also eerily predicted 9/11 too. Let me show you what's inside actually. There you go. This is one of my favorite albums of all time, and some of DJ Premier's most tightest production is on here. It's fucking dirty. The sample choices are amazing. The drums are hard as hitting as fuck. Intro Life, that's my favorite DJ Premier beat of all time. Even though it's just an intro, it should have been a full-length song. The Original, Brooklyn Took It, Mental Stamina with Off the Rod, The Bitches, You Can't Stop the Prophet, Ain't the Devil Happy, my favorite track on here. My Mind Spray, great use of Bob James' Nautilus sample right there. Come Clean, Jungle Music, Static. Here the damage I hear lyrically is more on like that 5% or conscious type of shit, but it's also really gritty and grimy too. So J. The Damage of the Sun Rises in the East, 1994. And then number 13 is Public Enemy, Fear of a Black Planet. This was constructed by B.E. Johnson. Now, deep into the cosmos, you got planet Earth, about to be hit by a black rogue planet with the Public Enemy logo. I love how they wrote out this album title, Fear of a Black Planet. Kind of looks like the Star Wars opening credits, if you know what I mean. It's my favorite Public Enemy album. The production from Bomb Squad is fucking crazy. This had to be like the album that spawned the sample clearance system. Because each track on here has like fucking 10 copyright samples going on at once. So it's on here, Brother's Gonna Work It Out, 911 is a Joke, Incident at 666 FM, Welcome to the Terror Dome, which is my favorite track. What else? Probably Want a Cracker, Burn Hollywood Burn with Big Daddy Kane, Ice Cube, which is how I found this album. Tout Song, Can't Do Nothing For You Man, Leave This Off Your Fucking Charts, B-side wins again, War at 33 and a third, Fight the Power, obviously. That's my favorite Public Enemy album, like I said, and I love the cover, great to look at when you listen to it. Public Enemy, Fear of a Black Planet, 1990, one of the albums that set the standard for 90s hip-hop. Next up, at number 12, let me see what time it is, 13 minutes. Number 12, this right here, this one is on this list because not of the album that you see on the CD, but the album cover that it folds out when you get into the booklet. Far Side Bazaar to the Far Side, 1992. This is the original. It's my favorite Far Side album. Love the dusty, jazzy production. Far Side is just off the wall, fucking crazy lyrics. All the crazy like song topics they go through on here. This was just like a really great alternative to the G-Funk and gangster rap that was going on at the time. And here's the full image that makes it land at number 12. Love that roller coaster with the sunset and all that. Right here you got like a little pamphlet for Delicious Vinyl. Yeah, and what can I say? Fat Lips, Slim Kid Trey, Amani, Booty Brown. This is their best album, if you ask me. Most people say Lab Count California. I gotta go with this. And just like Liquid Swords, it's written out like a paragraph, but it's actually in a it's actually written out like how it is on the actual album. So you got the oh shit, for better or for worse. I'm that type of on the DL, Officer, Your Mama, Pass Me By Us, one of my very first hip hop songs. That's my favorite love song of all time right there as well. Uh, Pack the Pipe, Return of the B-Boy. This is a classic, one of my favorite albums from the early 90s. This turns 30 in November. The Far Side Bazaar did The Far Side 1992. And I'm going to split this up into two parts. This is gonna be the last one for this part. And then this is number 11. Then the second part will be 10-1. So here's number 11. It's Tribe Called Quest, People's Instinctive Travels in the Paths of the Rhythm. And by the way, if I didn't mention it, this album cover was done by Fucked, F-U-C-T. So here we go. People's Instinctive Travels in the Paths of the Rhythm by a Tribe Called Quest. This one was done by Paige Honyadi. I think that's how I pronounce it. This is a pretty underrated album, I must say. Everybody mainly just talks about Low End Theory, Midnight Marauders, but this can hold its own. They can almost battle with it, I'll say. And yeah, I love that fucking cover. Really colorful. The city with all the buildings in the road. These guys sitting on the street. But then you got the band members right now in order from Q-Tip, Five Dog, Shahid, Jarobi. That's dope. So the songs in here are Push It Along, my favorite on the album. Lucky Lucian, After Hours, Footprints, I Left My Well, Nelson Gunda. One of the other first songs that got me into hip hop. Bonita Applebaum, Can I Kick It? Mr. Muhammad, Ham and Eggs, Description of a Fool. Sound is fucking dope. And like I said about Fear About Black Planet, also one of the albums that set the standard for 1990s hip hop. So there's a Tribe Called Quest, People's Instinctive Travels in the Paths of Rhythm, and number 11. So I'm gonna go ahead and chop this. This has been my top 20 album covers of all time. Top 20 album covers of all time, 20 to 11. This will be both parts will be going up at the same time, so be sure to just right after this click on 10-1. So I'll see y'all then.